Up? Welcome to another edition of Sactown Movie Buffs. It's your boy Kier, and we are missing Jason today. He will not be joining us for this review. We'll have him back on the show for some reviews in the future. He just didn't get time to get to this film in time for the to get it out. It's a big movie, and I wanted to get it out as soon as possible, so it doesn't lose the steam. Yeah, and he's not going to see it for another few weeks or months because he thinks he's going to be playing like till March or April or something of that nature. So it's just me, and I'm here, and today we actually going to be recording a film that is now playing in theaters only, I believe, and it is Spider-Man No Way Home. And I say without further ado, I say we get right into it. So Spider-Man No Way Home, if you've been following this series of the Spider-Man films, this is the third in this particular series with this particular actor. And don't worry, this review will be spoiler-free for anyone that's seen it and knows it. What happens. I won't be going into the full details of the spoiler. Basically, I'll back us up a little bit for the previous films. So right after everything happened with Endgame and things of that nature, basically this Peter Parker character goes on a trip with like his friends, and there they get into some altercations with that Mysterio, who he eventually kills in that film. Not a big spoiler if you haven't seen it. But before Mysterio dies, he basically outs Spider-Man. He basically tells the world that Spider-Man is Peter Parker, and the world in this film, basically No Way Home, where it kicks off, is basically everybody has seen that, and there are people on both sides. Some think that Spider-Man's a villain, thinks that he killed Mysterio. Some think that he's a hero. But it's just been causing a lot of problems. So it's causing a lot of problems for his friends. And in a nutshell, they're having issues. They're graduating from high school, and they're trying to get into college. They want to get into MIT, and they're having issues getting into MIT just for the simple fact that because it's Spider-Man and all the publicity. So he's having trouble. Peter Parker's having trouble getting in. His girlfriend, Mary Jane's having trouble getting in. His best friend, Ned, is having trouble getting in as well. So basically, because he feels like there is no way out of the situation, he basically enlists the help of a Doctor Strange to basically help him forget about. He wants Doctor Strange to basically cast a spell so that everyone basically forgets about him, so that no one knows who Peter Parker is. But while Doctor Strange is casting the spell, Peter Parker keeps adding like additional stuff to it, like basically saying, well, I don't want everybody to not know who I am. My Aunt May, I want her to know who I am still. I want my girlfriend. I want my best friends. And somehow when he does that, it messes things up. And in a nutshell, it basically brings in people who in the past have, and I guess in other universes, if you will, have known Peter Parker, or in a nutshell, Spider-Man. So a lot of characters from previous films are brought back. The Green Goblin, Dr. Octopus, just a few of those characters are brought back into this universe, which he has to fight. A lot more to the story, but like I said, I don't want to go too much in depth and into detail. That's basically the gist of all you need to know. That is basically Spider-Man having to fight these characters that he's never met, and they know him as Spider-Man, but they've had encounters with Spider-Mans from previous universes that we know of, like the Tobey Maguire ones and things of that nature from years past. So these are the villains that this Spider-Man is ended up having to fight. That's basically all you need to know about the film. Overall, I enjoyed it. I mean, I know everybody's going crazy, and it's got like a crazy 90-something% on Rotten Tomatoes, and everybody's saying it's amazing. And I'll preface it by saying I'm not the biggest Marvel person in general. I mean, I've watched pretty much all the films. I like some more than others. A lot of them seem kind of have a formula to them, and you kind of know how a lot of them are going to end for the most part. So just, I don't know. I guess I'm just not the biggest superhero guy, if you will. But I do generally like a lot of them. I just don't go crazy over all the Marvel universe and things of that nature. I thought this one was interesting. The only problem I had is that it does feel a little bit like a rehash of some of the other ones because they're bringing back old villains and things of that nature. So he's not fighting necessarily new villains per se. He's fighting more like old villains that are more like souped up, I guess, if you will. Which is fine. But it's just, it is interesting that they're kind of bringing in these multi-universes and things of that nature. And I guess they're going to be doing that a lot more moving forward with some other films that I know that's coming out. But overall, I liked it. I thought it was a good film. It's a popcorn movie, of course. It's not the kind of film that I think is necessarily going to make my top 10 for 2021, but it is a very enjoyable film. If I had to give it a grade, I think I'm going to probably give it I think I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 5. So I definitely liked it. So it is definitely in the upper echelon. I just didn't love it. You know what I mean? I liked it a lot. I just didn't go crazy over it. I mean, there's a lot of people that are just saying that it's amazing and one of the best superhero films they've ever seen. I think that's going a little far. I'm not going quite that far. I don't think it's one of the best superhero films I've ever seen. This is, I think, the third of this particular series with Tom Holland. This is the third of his films, his standalone films. And by the time you get to the third one, and things do get a little stale, you are kind of looking forward to them switching some things up. I don't think this one's going to do that because there's a lot that happens at the end of this film, which I'm not going to go into, that would lead me to believe that they're probably going to do some additional films with the same character and the same arc story. But this one, like I said, I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. It was definitely better than some of the other ones that I've seen in years past. But it's just not. It wasn't amazing to me. Like I said, I'm giving it a 3.5 out of 5. So that's just a big smile with some teeth. So just a big old. But let me know down in the comments. Have you seen Spider-Man No Way Home? Did you like it? Did you not like it? How does it stack up against the previous Spider-Man films? And there's been quite a few of them. I think this is like the 9th Spider-Man film or something like that, 8th or 9th, something like that. How does it stack up against those? How does it compare to the Marvel films in general? Or does it rank for you? This one would definitely be, I mean, there's been 50 Marvel films for me. So this one is definitely in the tops of the Marvel films, if you will. I would probably put it, definitely in the not in my top 5 of Marvel films, but probably like a top 10 of my Marvel films. So definitely one of the ones that I've liked, but just not one of the best ones, I guess, if you will. So, and it's really hard to compare it to like the Avenger films and things of that nature. But it's not up there in the upper echelons for me, which, I really enjoyed the first Iron Man, Black Panther, and some of the other ones. I like it some more than some of the Avenger movies, that's for sure. But there's definitely some more other ones that I liked a little bit better than this one. But once again, let me know down in the comments. Obviously, if you like the channel, we ask you to like, subscribe, make sure you hit that bell notification so you don't miss our updates. And hopefully we'll be back again, both of us, with a new show for you guys. We thank you for watching and hope you have a great day.